Hey guys, it's Kiranga back with more mess. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's start off with Nicki Minaj. It was announced yesterday that Nicki Minaj will be coming to Call of Duty. Yes, the game, the PS5 game, the Xbox thing. So anyway, it was teased last year around October that she'd be on it, but nobody really knew what she'd be doing. So yeah, there'll be a player like Nicki Minaj down to the jewelry and the wigs and the voice, same as Snoop Dogg. Two legends, by the way. So proud of them. Moving on. This week has been Nicki Minaj's week. This whole year has been Nicki Minaj's year. So anyway, it was also announced that she'd be on the new Panda movie, Kung Fu Panda 4. She'd be a voice actor and have a song on it. Barbie World is out here breaking records. It's number 1 on today's hits on Spotify, and it's also number 1 on US Spotify. And not to mention, it's aiming for top 5, a re-entry of top 10. Y'all also remember that movie, that animation she'll be on with 50 Cent called Lady Danger. So yeah, she is in her bag. Barbie World is still number 1 on Spotify USA. It became number 1 yesterday. It still is number 1, so it's a pretty big deal with albums coming out. Nicki Minaj also surpassed 60 million monthly listeners on Spotify for the first time in her career, becoming the 5th rapper to do so. Also guys, might we be getting an Ayra Starr's collaboration? Because listen to this.
I used to get into trouble, into fights. But to be honest, I just love music so much, so I would stand whoever I was listening to at that time, even Nicki Minaj. Like, I would fight people in school that said she wasn't good. I was like, you said what? And I wouldn't speak to them for like a week. You know, get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like Bokoli.
I'm a pure gangster
With a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I'm in that hang.
Nicki Minaj has been that girl. She still is that girl. I remember coming back from boarding school, and I think I was like 10, 11, and watching my baby sister rap like Nicki Minaj word for word. I was like, who is this? Like, why does she know this song and I don't? And I felt like it was a competition, so I would sleep listening to Nicki Minaj, trying to learn the words, because I wasn't familiar with pop culture then, because I was in boarding school and everything. But I remember Nicki Minaj was like the reason I was so confident in school. Nicki Minaj was the reason. Like, I would get into trouble and I'll be like, yeah, they don't know that bad bitches, I'm your leader at 10 years old. I feel like Nicki Minaj played a very like important role in young black girls now, and how we see ourselves.
As you can see, Ayra Starr is a barb for sure. I know she's a barb because that's the same for me. That's literally the same for me. The confidence that woman gives you. Anyway, on more confirmed tea, Drake did announce that Nicki Minaj will be on his album For All the Dogs. Well, he announced a few days ago that this album will be coming out in 2 weeks. So guys, get ready for Moment for Life or Up All Night or whatever the surprise us with this time. And also guys, don't forget to vote for Nicki Minaj on the fan off, because girl, barbs are those girls. Anyway, let's move on to Sweetie. She dropped a new single called Birthday featuring YG and Tyga. And from what I heard was, this song is a few years old. Like, it was supposed to come out maybe 2 years ago. It had Doja Cat, but I guess she took Doja Cat off of it because all the controversy, or I don't know why she's off. But anyway, yeah. Also on other new music, Travis Scott dropped a new album called Utopia, and people are having mixed reactions to it mostly because people are comparing it to Astroworld instead of just enjoying this new album. It has quite a track list. It has features like Drake, Future, Caesar, Bad Bunny, The Weeknd, Beyonce, I'd say, is like the most unexpected feature on this album because it's Beyonce, and I guess it's because Beyonce is mysterious and keeps to herself, so there was no way of knowing or expecting it. So yeah, people are already comparing it to Astroworld, but guys, just enjoy the album. Anyway, speaking of Beyonce, Barbie, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift are enshrined as the biggest pop culture milestones of 2023 due to their impacts on the world economy. You had that right, world economy. Like, Beyonce's Renaissance tour caused inflation. She earned 86.9 million in June alone. How can you not say Queen Bee? Anyway, Brian Chira was arrested after defaming and leaking Aziad's phone number. And this happened in 2020. Aziad got up to 50,000 messages. I know some of y'all are like, what's the problem? Like, what's the big deal? But guys, this is not safe. Aziad is now famous. And this world is full of creeps and weirdos. Anyway, like, comment and subscribe. Girls, this is for you. For the ladies.
Vile unaniona mimi niko handsome, niko beauty. Na tena niko very delicious. Sasa